Lo backstage at the AMAs, just pointing out her crew because she does come with a crew, which is pretty freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love having a crew. It's a good crew.
What does that feel like? I mean, honestly, you have a crew, you have a group of people that always travel with you because you need them. It's a combo of they want to and you need them. That's pretty important feeling.
Yeah, they have to want it. They have to it's very important the kind of dynamic in that group.
Yeah.
So, it's weird. You're like, now we're on tour, we did 4 weeks on a bus together, 12 people. You got to get along.
You learn a lot about someone.
Yeah, very much so. Living, you know a lot about people's sleeping noises. When you sleep 12 people in bunks, all in this little sort of sardine can, which is actually really cozy. No, it's amazing. I sleep so well on the bus. I'm I have all my people around me. The bus is moving. It's waddling me in this little bunk. I love it.
It's so easy to sleep in the car. It rocks you to sleep.
There's swaddling you.
And the bus is even better. You have your own bed. It's great.
Okay.
I love it.
Let's get a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the budget for 2016.
I rarely sleep. I sleep 3 to 4 hours each night. I'm not a good sleeper. But on the bus, 12 hours straight. Didn't wake up once.
Hell yeah.
I wake up where am I? What's happening? It's great.
That feels good.
Yeah, I'm rested after tour, which is crazy.
Okay. You were on tour. Are you currently still on tour right now?
No, we just finished. Wait, what month are we in? November?
We're about to be ending November next week into December.
Okay, I actually did finish my tour end of October, but then I've been back in Europe doing stuff. So
awesome.
It's been sort of keeping going. But the US tour ended in October.
Got it. Okay. Moments is the new single. Talk to me about it. I love talking music with the Tove Lo.
Well, Moments is, I think, pretty much the most vulnerable song on the record. So it's very personal, and it's kind of where I touch a little bit more of how I grew up. And you see that in the lyric video, I have put together all these photos from my childhood, from baby till now. Except I asked my mom, I was like, are there any photos from when I'm was 13, 14, started dyeing my hair? And she's like, no, I can't find any. No, there's none of those. And I'm like, come on. When I became this emo kid, she's like, no, we didn't really, we just kind of stopped taking pictures then. I'm it's very personal. We did an amazing, I feel the video is a really big part of, it says a lot about the song, this most extreme sort of, about not being perfect and being cool with it, sort of.
Of course. Okay. A personal song like this, and we were talking about personal before, but just looking through all your pictures from growing up, what is that feeling being able to combine art, commerce, and then you? You're doing this whole self-exploration.
Yeah.
That's a special thing.
It is, yeah. It's a weird, you just gotta make, sort of keep it separated, but realize it's all part of it. It's kind of hard to, do you know what I mean? It's you keep the weird art side of yourself, you kind of keep over here and you bring that out when you sort of need it. But that's been the kind of hard part for me, is to kind of get used to the spotlight. Because I used to be just a writer, so then you could be this weird creative person just walking around like this and just being I have no inspiration today, I'm out, and just run away. But now you kind of have to sort of keep it together a little more. You gotta
be composed. There's lights, there's cameras.
There's cameras. People will catch what you're doing on camera. I don't feel like I've pretty much done and said everything wrong that you could say wrong. So I feel like I'm still and people are okay with it.
Exactly.
It's okay. She can do that.
It's just Tove, That's the thing. It's just Tove, which is not bad.
No. I'm sort of happy it's happening to me as an adult, because I think if I was a teenager, I would have not been able to handle any of it. So that's a good thing.
What do you think? Not what do you think? You write with all artists. You've written with all artists. Max writes with all artists of all different statures, of all different ages.
Yeah.
What do you think of someone like Alessia Cara, who's just over there, with
I love her.
She's amazing.
I'm her biggest fan. We played a Teen Vogue party together, and she played before me, and I was just standing there, I was like,
she's so
that
great.
Voice, yeah, she's amazing.
It's crazy.
I rave about her all the time. It's getting creepy. I'm I love her so much. She's great. She's awesome.
What is it? You know what they're going through a little bit, them in their position. Do you have not advice, but is there anything that you've experienced over your journey that you would just share with someone like that?
I think, I think when you're sort of when it explodes the way that it has for her too, it's just kind of make sure you have people around you that you trust and that have your best interests at heart, and that's you, not your career especially.
Yeah.
It can be different sometimes. But also just make sure if do what you love. Like, don't, if you feel like, just trust your gut. Like, if you feel like this is something you want to do it. And then there can be a lot of politics and other things involved that says, you know, you shouldn't or you should rather do this. But just whatever you feel is always going to be the one thing that you're going to listen to.
Don't let anything else kind of guide your decisions.
No, and like, but I guess it varies because it can also be like you've never done it before, so you don't really know what your gut feeling is. You're just like, what do I? So it's like, also, there are do-overs. Just like try it. You know, don't be scared.
Exactly.
But, yeah. Have fun.
And
before
you go, a song like Moments, as you said, so personal. Do you think you'd ever be able to give that song to another artist? Like,
no.
if you were to go back in time?
Never. No.
Why?
I mean, that was the thing for me. Like, I had all these personal songs I would not give away, and, you know, my publishers were like, well, either you give them to the artists that we need to give them
or
to, or you release them. Like, well, you can't just have them hidden for yourself. So, that was, I mean, no, I think it's very clear to me when it's for someone else and when it's for me. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm getting the wrap-up sign, but you know we can talk forever. And please, Mikasa Isukasa, would love to have you back, dude.
Thank you. I love to come back.
Even in the smallest bit of doses, wisdom, and such a great conversation, Tove. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love, dude. Thank you.